if you do, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, big shout out to everyone participating in today's playtest. Please be sure to fill out feedback for today's game. It's very important. We want the feedback. We want to improve. We want to tweak it. We want to find that ideal, that chicken marinade, that ideal chicken marinade sauce to sprinkle on this competitive potential we see within PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Ain't much. It's just a couple of lines. We would like this thing. We don't like this thing. We think this is cool. We think this is crap. You know, feedback. Good, bad, send it to us. Get in touch. Join our Discord. Links down below. Get involved in the conversation. Maybe sign up your own team. Mondays we open signups and we close them as soon as we fill up the 20 slots. We do take a couple of reserves just in case some teams pull out. But yeah, get involved. Join the Discord. Follow us on Twitter at Auzom_GG and get into the know-how of what's going on here. But it's time to shh the music a little bit. Just a little bit. Keep that beat going on. How you doing, Cardinal Sanders? You all right? See, yeah, you haven't moved in a while. Hope you're okay. Too many chicken dinners for Colonel Sanders. The cholesterol level is far too high. He's just like one thing of, you know, chicken. But where have we got the plane coming in today? So let's get started with round 3 tonight for Auzom playtest number 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to tell a friend to tune in for the grand final. We're going to see who's going to come out on top here and win and claim victory for playtest number 3. Huh. Oh, Jeanette, turn off the music. Thanks. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a northwest to southeast plane trajectory. We might see a couple more players going for a military base today. No one's going for the paintball range or the gun range, as you know, some people call it paintball. It's like going to Zarki. I mean, it's a little bit strange. This is seems like a mistake. This guy just did a loop-to-loop just because, you know, just for giggles. We have quite a few here. I think Team 1 doing their usual shenanigans will be going for Novorepnoy, it seems, and they're going to be fighting these guys from Feather. We have the Ravens on the roof going to Lipovka. Decent loot there. Titan Fighter and his team going to Milta Power Plant. And quite a few going to Pachinki. I wonder if the straight out of Pachinki guys are going to Pachinki. No. It is, we do have some fights going on here already. First Blood Deuce is picking up an AK-47, trying to engage this Onob team. And Stufix does have a pistol to try and work this one. His team are sort of around in this area. And who is it? We got Rockets in the school holding on to that point. But we still have this other two. I am with Lanterns, which I do believe is, if I just check my list, I think that is Onob. I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. And Teddy Bird Fluffy. That's a looting simulator in the area as well. So I'm with Lanterns. They're going to be setting up here. Not any engagements that could potentially go out. Some things going on here in Pachinki. It is Mythic with his pistol, his trusty sidearm. Two teams here right next to each other. I think Infused Primal does have a visitor. It's Phil Booston. And they're going to be a little bit calm. Everyone's spread out here. We do have two teams in this area. Team 1 spread out pretty well, having a nice amount of information for and space to work with as they try and loot up and engage these guys from Feather Online Gaming. The Feather Online Gaming, I've been doing okay, not placing tremendously high in the scoreboard, but they have some tough competition here with Team 1, and Legs are already laying down some suppressive fire onto Booze 80. And she could pick up another kill here, or get the first blood for someone. Still pretty calm on the map. And thank you for the sub there. Whoever that was, I'm not sure who it was. Lane. Ike. Flags are coming in here using this. He has no idea that the one player's right behind him gonna be... Yeah, he takes out Lane. Picking up first blood for... no, not first blood, I'm sorry. Could I say... fourth blood? The first blood I've picked up on camera. We got these guys, OPT, up here in Zarki looting, but they have got one hell of a journey. Probably gonna encounter some traffic jams here in Georgiapol with the 3 teams lurking around here. We got straight up Pachinki looting the Gatka area. And the military base belongs to them. Oh, the shotgun lags are missing up here. Gonna switch to the full auto spray of the AK. Only has 11 bullets remaining. I think he could be out. Yeah, 11 bullets for him to work with right now. Slav squad pushing up to loot this area on the north side of the Sosnovka Island. Lags are trying to do a pre-fire. All he has to do is believe in the Zuzu jump. The gracious god of Rela. Spreading the good word of the Zuzu jump in every game he touches. And in real life. Kobe! Kobe! Missed. No chance there. We do have a little bit of a fluster cluck right here in this area. A couple of players engaging each other. I'm not sure who's in the fight. It's X-Deuce is taking a lot of damage. Getting absolutely peppered with bullets. Stuflex and with Lanterns, the last remaining from the Onov team. And Lanterns gets absolutely eliminated. And that is Obnob out very, very early in the game with Looting Simulator picking up and securing this whole neighborhood. Rockets are going to be pushing down towards Pachinki. We have a stalemate here continuing in this area, but we have another push here, another engagement. If I could just click on the bar. Toast! Toast! Oh my goodness. Quick! To the Specocopter. The spectator mobile. Let's enjoy the beautiful scenery of this island. Which I forgot what it's called, actually. Daskro mentioned it last stream. But it's Fear the 4 versus No Brain. And Fear the 4 have 4 players. Well, no, 3 players scattered out. No, 4. Where is product? That is the question. Product is somewhere. Overflow and News One. Brain. No Brain here in the building. Holding it down. Maybe they will survive. Maybe not. Now, where's product? Oh, he's looting all by himself here, trying to get some meds, potentially, or some extra ingredients for that chicken dinner recipe, which Fear the 4 should get. Now, they have been doing fairly well in other tournaments, so they are ones to watch as well. Team 1 are still in this area fighting, you know, Feather Online Gaming, and Feather are putting up a hell of a fight, but are just on the back foot all the time. Managed to put a little bit of damage onto Pitts. And Pharaoh is just here lurking in the corner. Pitts trying to get a little bit of a wider angle. Or we'll just go for a nice little swim. Needs to cool off. Got his speedos on and he's ready to go somewhere else. Out of the fight. We have Hide on Bush here looting up at the military base. It's Showtime all by himself. From Bushwings rank. Racing. So this will be an island fight, it seems. We're going to have a military fight. I wonder who's going to set up here and camp the bridges. Who's going to stop and make a nice roadblock for all these other teams to go on against. We got boats coming in. That's a long distance for a boat to go. I think it's not the best choice. It would have been safer to take a vehicle, but the chance of a vehicle spawning up in that northwestern area is so small. And it's always a big risk. It's a bit of a gamble to go to Rozhook. Oh, Zarki, sorry. Up to Zarki. Rozhook is here. Anyways. Fear the 4 trying to engage No Brain. We do have another fight going on here. Who is it? Scratcher. In Pachinki. A little bit of a sound bug. Oh dear, the crackling. Can I not have this, please? Uh-oh. Well, hopefully the sound bug will resolve itself. It is going to be these two teams battling out here in Pachinki. And everyone is in a vehicle trying to push on, except for straight out of Pachinki, who have decided not to go to Pachinki in this round and loot up in Primorsk. And J quadruple D is out by himself in this area. Deciding to split up a little bit. Product managing to take down one player. They still have this fight going on. Flop squad here. Team 1 wasting a bit of time trying to clear out the docks here at Novorepnoye with Feather Online just holding on, but enough to distract them to prevent them from gearing up as quickly. Napkinator down here from 8th World Gaming, looting up in this weather station. I don't know. The weather station's up on the hill, but weather station 2, mini station. I mean, this boat journey from OPT trying to get back into the game. We have Stoops. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we have the game crashed, so be right back. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in the game. Not much has changed. I think a couple of kills did go out. I wasn't able to catch them. We are down on 66 players. A couple of shots here going out still. Ravens on the roof in a boat as well. Rockets here on the coast. And we have a Titan Fighter and his team over in the south part of the island. So we have a nice grouping of players here and some swimmers doing a sneaky swimmy to the boat, which is taking a lot of damage from Matt. Absolutely trying to pepper this. More fire! Firepower! Unleash the fury of the AK! Alright, anyways, so we got that going on there, and you know, I think we have straight up Pachinki engaging them actually, coming in from the side with a lot of action. Straight line here. They do have a little bit of defilade, but I think these guys have slightly more cover. One shot being taken in, 3 downed, 1 remaining here, and that is this guy. Spectating. Probably is this a bug or I think it is a bug. So these guys are gonna be picking up these kits. Gonna be great. Everything's looking fantastic. They are dead. Pachinki boys get loot. Rocket guys are coming in on this side. Ravens on the roof going for a wide flank. Probably gonna end up at this area over here, which is held by Hide on Bush. We have Rodney and a doozy from Slav Squad. Gonna be pushing up to get a bit of a hide advantage. trying to predict where the circle will end up. And we have 8th World Gaming up on the weather station, trying to get a bit of vantage point. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. And we have Fear the Forest still intact. And these guys from Looting Simulator, having traveled a long distance from the apartments, actually picking up a nice kill in the early game, taking out Onob, which is Stuflex's group, taking them out early on in the game in the area. But we do have quite a significant amount of players alive, and squads are looking to be in decent shape for this next circle. They do have time to get in here. We have swimmers coming in straight out of Pachinki, are going to be moving along here. Red team hiding out on the islands, deciding to push onto the boat. I believe they were taking lots of my god, that kick button is just dangerously close. Blue hole. Dangerously close. See the swimmers here. Gonna be picked up easily by Fear the 4. Toast. Lethal player. Let's see here if we got any more conflicts potentially arising. We do want to have right here with rockets going up against Titan Fighter. Not 100% sure of the team name, so please do excuse me if I don't manage to pick it up. It's Orion. Yes, that's right. Narco Polo, Aberdeen, Slimgex from Orion. Pushing up against rockets in this area. Seems to be not many more engagements right now. I'm just amazed that Feather have managed to stay alive here with the swarm of Team 1, just pestering them and keeping them at bay. Now but they've had time, they've been in the circle all the time. They didn't have to push out anywhere, didn't have to worry about logistics of getting from A to B. They could just wait it out, gear up, and check every single possible loot spawn in this area. We have Yeah Dog 2-tap. Yeah. Trying to, beach this boat. Now, shooting people into water is, it's never great. It's never always gonna work. I'm just curious if this guy's gonna survive. He's staying alive, taking a lot of damage. There we go. Well, let's go have a quick look at this. We have Captain Midu swimming here. Boone 77 swimming. I think this is the guys who do have some. No, that's the wrong team. Let's have a look at Fear the 4 here. This is the smallest D-Day invasion I've ever seen, and it is an absolute massacre which Fear the 4 are handing out to these guys trying to swim across. But could they survive? X-Deuces from Looting Simulator. Not looking good. Draydon just laying down suppressive fire. Just taking pot shots, but they have to be a little bit careful. They don't want to waste too much ammo trying to pick these guys off in the water when they could just wait for them to get out, because the chances are so small of connecting with that target while they're in the water. It seems like the player character or the water is, fancy. It's something strange about it. Rocket here. Outsider gets taken out by Blackzer. Got taken out with a headshot. Toast killing Mubi. So that's Fear the 4 on the beach there, getting some kills. Another bit of damage coming in. That is Team 1 laying down the shots here. You could potentially see that Jansen taking a lot of. He's knocked out, and that is Rockets down one man as Team 1 will push up this hill to secure a vantage point as they move into a military base finale, it seems. Fear the 4 are just wasting so much time trying to get these guys. No Brain will be pushing up. And we have Slav Squad, you know, down one member, but they're in a good position. They're ready to stop any push. They have 0 kills, though. So hopefully they need to take out a team early on, which has a lot of kills if they want to survive this one. Boone 777 in the boat, taking a lot of damage from the blue. I think he's going to make it up here, but we have another shot here. We have Stoops. It is Ravens on the roof engaging OPT. OPT versus Raven. Something you don't see everything. Coming from the Battlefield BCL days. Dykes here. Looking pretty good. Stevie taking him out, though. Easy down. Thought he could pounce on him, but that height advantage did 100% belong to Stevie. Stevie picking up another kill as well. And the last 2 remaining from OPT trying to run in here. But that is Gump with the Car 98 at this moment in time. Do we have any other engagements? We have Team 1 trying to push up the weather station. 8th World Gaming here having the height advantage. They could get the pickup. Elksar gets in, provides the assistance. Team 1 have an uphill battle literally to try and do, but look at that, them shots coming in. It's Salgi absolutely dominating right now, getting another headshot in with SKS, and that free cam, or that perspective was pretty. The Team 1 seemed to be pretty well decked out, full squad. Will they notice this team here now? They have a nice amount of deflate here. This is actually a very nice area to finish off the game. But I'm not sure how the military base will fare and who will have the advantage as the fight moves down into this valley. But Stoops, Ravens in the Woods, trying to put a fight up against OPT. Could be funny, taking a significant amount of damage. Steving is being revived by Stoops. Prolosco putting some pot shots on him. Let's have a look at Rendok's perspective. Hopefully, he'll be able to... Oh, still gets taken out with a Gump. Moving to the north side to try and get those windows. They could just run on by and not do anything. And there it is. Gump getting the shot. OPT is not looking good. Rendar could potentially get some back rage on him. All he has to do is jump out. If you know, I could jump here. Stoops. Rendark is dead. OPT are out. Ravens on the roof succeed through that push there. We have some fights going on here. I believe that is Pitts trying to take some shots onto Orion down there in the... This is like I feel like the spectator camera is attached to a GoPro that's not been duct taped really well, and it's just like if you strapped a GoPro to your dog, this is what it would look like if it sprinted to the beach or something. So, you know, it is a work in progress. We got Balak alive, the last remaining from his team Rockets, and 41 players are remaining in this small circle. I have a couple of players just speckled around here. Some players in a better situation. These guys having the higher ground will have some good outlook and a good vantage point to try and spot any players running in, but you know, they don't have to worry about anything as everyone is further south and southwest east of them. Shadow 1K hide on bush here, spread out in the containers. A little bit of push, and then Pitts just picking up kills after kill. Who do we have leading the kill feed right now? Lags are with 5 kills. A nice amount of distance to travel right now as they try to get into the circle. Slav squad moving to another building, moving out of the police station to the next circle. They have no kills, so they need to try and make as many engagements as possible towards the end of the round if they want to secure that first place. But here we do have some fights coming in from Hide on Bush. Trying to pick up onto... I believe that is straight out of Pachinki. No. It's Team Bushfinks Racing. Going across the field. Shadow 1K managing to take out Aaron Messi. Shadow peppering them. Another one going out. Clan knocked him out with a Scar L. All suppressed guns here. Very difficult for Bushfinks to figure out where they are. And Balak all by himself with his Lada. Ravens pushing in. Not gonna be... We'll be safe. Won't have any damage from the circle. Boone 777. Probably won't do well. I believe these guys are from Team Seek last number 2. Whether they are completely exposed. Hide on Bush. Taking a lot of damage. We'll need to use those barrels for cover as much as possible. Orion team out in the blue. Not taking too much damage, but they're gonna be relatively safe as soon as they come into the safe zone. And IB Ginge here waiting. Seems like he only has bandages to work with. Caxton as well. His teammates spread out a little relatively well, and Balak is in a good position here. Straight up Pachinki in this area. Here the 4 holding down this this ridge, so they could have some good things to work with. See from their perspective now if they have any X-ray vision. Waiting game. Toxic being one with the bush. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3rd Invitational Pro Golf Association Tour. I'm your host, Mr. Falls. Today we're going to be coming in onto the 7th green. At IB Ginge getting taken out by an iron bullet. And completely eliminated with Kleinik picking up that kill for his team. Hide on Bush. That League of Legends reference, though. We could have a fight here between straight up Pachinki. Look at all these guys just so close, with so close proximity to each other. Trying to peek in here. Gets one knocked out. We have Infused Primal. Gonna just pick up the kills, secure some points for his teams. The shots come out, and I think they have secured this area. No. Yeah, but dudes. JDD Uraniums. Coming in. Those straight up Pachinki boys trying to peek. Needs to take cover. Very dangerous situation for him to be exposing himself like that. But there is one revive. No, 3 players remaining from Infused Primal's team. Red team. Red team versus straight up Pachinki. At a peek. We do have another fight here. It's Team 1. Coming in from the high ground. Laxer could potentially swoop down like a ninja and do a MLG headshot with that Car 98, but I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that's not going to happen. But Stoops and Shadow 1K here. I'm not sure if Stoops and Prolosco are down from Ravens on the roof. Hide on Bush are here as well. They're managed to make it safe. Balak staying alive actually for his teammates. Keeping Rockets in the game. And Orion have been eliminated by Team 1, and JD from Shadow Pachinki is still alive. No brain here on the north side. 3 of the 4 in great position to try and hold this one. They do have 5 kills, so that's 5 points in their favor. Could be a tie. Not sure. JD could sneak up, try and get a couple more kills for his team. But it is going to be right now between Balak trying to spray down the corridor. Has a significant amount of cover behind this fridge. One grenade could finish him off, though. Here comes the grenade, and it could be the end for him. He looks at his fate as it does explode and does no damage to him. Dice, please! Keeping him alive. Trying to pick up that kill. Everyone is being waiting and patient here, trying to peek through that third-person perspective. Another grenade will come out away, cooking a little bit better, trying to drop it a little bit further, but does not connect. Balak holding on by the skin of his teeth. Another one, and he is down with the Kobe nade from Kai Lank from Hide on Bush. Picking up rockets, taking him out of this position. Rodney here. And here we go, Draydon getting knocked out from Fear the 4. Is that J Triple D still alive? Nope, he's dead. Voxic still in the game. Infused Primal from behind. Coming in from red team, but I think Product could potentially take him out. And they are running in. Those shots downing that one player. Mytic. Could he hold on to this? There's more shots going. Team 1 taking out a doozy and Master. Slav squad are down. We have Hide on Bush pushing up onto this area. But let's go to this top-down view. We have X-ray vision on. We can see the players coming in. Lags are coming in. The height advantage completely dominated by Fear the 4. Infused Primal and probably going to be going into the 1v1 situation. Oh no, Product gets taken out with a little ring around the rosy there. And the high ground belongs to Infused from red team. Salgi and Safe were spread out. Quiro Lacta has been taken out. Shadow 1K from Hide on Bush pushing up. They have a little bit of cover to work with, but they are not in the circle. The circle does belong right now to red team, holding onto that upper area. Pittis trying to get a little bit of shots in with a flank. He manages to take out Mytic and knock him out. Infused will have to be forced to do the revive. Team 1 is only with 2 players remaining that are not been knocked out, but they could just use those knocked out players to their advantage as information, as Hide on Bush will try and push up this ridge with this circle imminently starting its clenching enclosing of the area in about 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Can they win this by numbers, or will they win this by positions? Mytic and Infused Primal up here on the north, holding the ridge. Pittis getting naded with a frag grenade, nicely placed from Mytic. Salgi and Safe. Salgi trying to give some information to Safe. Safe trying to keep Item Bush out of the circle, pick them off one by one as they try to push into this area. But he has taken out. Team 1 is down. It is now a 2v3 situation. Kylink has been knocked out. 3 players remaining. And with them holding this high ground, I highly think that red team have this in the bag. Unless Yuki manages to throw a nice grenade up into their laps. There it is. It's coming up. It's going to land at this rock, but it's not going to connect with anyone just yet. Mytic here. Let's go into his position and see what he sees. Shiv pushing up Yuki. They can do this well. He's going to get flanked from his left side. Manages to pick him. Whips out his Scarl, but he gets taken out with the M416 from Shadow 1K. And that is Infused Primal taking out Yuki. Red team remaining 2v1 situation, ladies and gentlemen. Can Infused Primal hold this off and get red team into the top? Can he take this all the way? Can he clutch it? Let's hide this. I have a grenade going out, tossed for good luck. It'll land right next to him, not cause any damage. Really, fully stimmed. Primal is a little bit of a disadvantage as they do the friendly dance, but it is not a friendly engagement, ladies and gentlemen. He has the benefit of the situation. He has the circle, his control. Shadow trying to go for the flank, put a little bit of pressure onto Primal, and Shadow could potentially get this kill if Primal is not careful. And it is a great flank there, taking his team to number 1. Hide on Bush taking first place, red team in second, team 1 in third, Fear the 4 in fourth, a doozies team with Slav squad coming into 5th. And you have the rest here from Bush Finks Racing coming in 6th and all the way down the list. Rockets coming into 8th place, straight up Pachinki in 9th, Ravens on the roof in top 10. You know, a nice top 10. There we have the rest of the teams for you, ladies and gentlemen. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to the desk here and wrap things up for tonight. We're gonna wait for the scoreboard to be punched in and completed and set up for you guys to see, and we find out who wins. And unfortunately, I've been a bad caster. I haven't been keeping notes. I should have been keeping notes to find out who's gonna win. It's a little bit difficult to tally the kills as well, because we want to incentivize players to do aggressive, risk-taking plays and not just be, you know, waiting in a building until the very end and winning by doing nothing, essentially. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. But I think that's nice way to wrap it up. Hide on Bush coming into first place on that round. In the previous round, it was Team 1, I believe, taking first place, and the first round, I'm not sure. Too many teams to remember. Too many engagements. Too many fights. We had boat rides. We had scooters and jeeps and ladas. We had sneaky, swimmies across the waters. It was fairly nice, interesting circles, early engagements, which is, you know, it's nice to have that early on in the game because it gets rid of this dead space in the first 7 minutes of the game while people are just looting and sticking to themselves. It's great to see action happening, some high-risk plays going in from the very beginning, from the get-go, and it's fantastic to, you know, bring that out, that competitive edge. And I also feel like as the progression of the playtests do go on, players are getting a lot more comfortable with what kind of skill sets going on, what to expect, and whether to push teams or how aggressive they should be in certain situations. So it's nice to you know, see this shift to a more aggressive playstyle in this most recent test, playtest 3. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has subscribed today. Be sure to support Auzom. I really appreciate it. We just want a couple more emote slots. It's the, you know, we want some emote slots so you guys can spam, get more interactive, and get creative as well. Be sure to check out more information at our website, pubg.auzom.gg, for more info on everything related to what we're doing for the playtests. We have a blog, we have a dev blog as well for what we're doing for the website, and I will show you what the website looks like once we have it fully updated for today's game. As well as follow us on Twitter, Auzom_GG. Join our Discord, get involved in the conversation, have a chat with us. Oh, we'd love to, you know, join in, have a chit chat, what potentials, and get involved with the feedback. The surveys are very important to us. We want to know what is essential and what is needed, what's not needed to create a perfect competitive recipe within PUBG. And, you know, just try it out, see where it takes us, because we don't know. The game is so raw, so malleable for us to play around in, and when modding support comes out, we could even refine a very specific community-based competitive experience within the game, which will be pretty cool to see. And of course, patches and updates. The game isn't finished yet, so it's only going to get better from here on in, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, we're almost done with the scoreboards.